Hello everyone and welcome to Vic and Alfie. We have another session here. Alfie is working remotely from home at the moment, so can't be with us in person, but I thought you'd all like to see him on my screensaver. So Maria has asked me to put together a few videos for you talking about the things that we normally talk about in our puppy consults. At the moment we're not having puppy consults as we would normally have puppy consults because of coronavirus, so we're all having social distancing and minimising risk for everybody. However, this does mean that as new puppy owners sometimes it can be a little bit overwhelming to be faced with a new puppy and these uncertain times, and maybe you don't feel you're having all the advice that you would normally get. So we are available on the telephone, and I'm going to put together a few videos hopefully for you, and we have our puppy pack which you should all have as well, which has a variety of fantastic information in. We also have winging its way to us from the publisher some puppy training books. My favourite book, Easy Peasy Puppy Squeezy, which helped me and Alfie a lot when he was little, so those will shortly be available also. So, the first thing I would like to say is that when you have a puppy, it is completely overwhelming. You are full of love for this new little member of your family and you want to do everything right. And if you look on the internet or if you speak to dog people, you will get a variety of overwhelming, bewildering information, and people will dictate to you. They will tell you that you must do this and you must do that. I don't think that's quite right, because there's lots of different things that we can do, and you have to do what you think is right for you, for your dog, and for your family and for your situation. So I'm going to give some basic advice, and I would like you to take of it what you will. So it's just my advice, it's just my opinion. Try not to get bogged down with all the different websites and things like that telling you different things. Just do what you think is sensible, okay? So, general tips. Reward the good behaviour and just ignore the bad behaviour. Puppies love attention, and any attention is good attention, even eye contact. So if puppy's doing something that you don't really want puppy to do, don't look and just ignore. And maybe go and do something else which is slightly more exciting if it's something you need to get pup away from. Be calm and be consistent, and that applies to all members of the family. Puppies get tired very quickly, they have their mad zoomies around the living room at night, we all know that, but they do need their rest time and they do need some calm, but they really, really need consistency from all members of the family. Puppies learn by doing. So every time they do something, they learn from it. So we want them to learn good things, and we don't want them to learn bad things. So with my first dog, I was working with a veterinary behaviourist at the time, and she used to, whilst I was working, shred toilet roll, which to her was a really fun thing to do. And I spoke to the behaviourist and I said, what on earth do I do about my dog? She's shredding toilet roll. And I was looking for some complicated way of training her not to do that. And she looked at me slightly surprised and said, put the toilet roll in a cupboard. And that's it in a nutshell, really. So don't allow access to things that you don't want puppy to chew, because puppy is going to chew stuff. Okay, so we're going to prevent them doing the things that we don't want them to do by just not making them accessible. Chewing is stress relief. Chewing is really important for puppies, and we need to provide safe things to chew. Okay, if you're using toys, when they have very little teeth, they're unlikely to destroy them. As they get bigger teeth, they will start to destroy those toys, and you need to make sure they don't eat them because they could cause a blockage. So check your dog toys regularly, and if you're using things that you want your puppy to chew on, as well as toys, you can use things like a Kong. And these puppy Kongs are quite soft, they're designed for puppy teeth, and you can stuff them with food and treats. I use some of the ID tins to stuff mine with, but they also come with special puppy snacks, and you can also use this puppy paste, and that can be a really good thing for puppy to have a little chew on. We also like licky mats. You smear the wet food into this, and then they spend a little bit of time working their little tongue through all these nooks and crannies. It comes in a variety of patterns, and that can be something good to occupy pup and give them something to do. When you say hello and when you say goodbye to pup, minimal fuss. So don't make a big deal over saying hello and saying goodbye. And the other thing I want you to do is reward your puppy every time they do something good, even if you haven't asked them to do it, because they learn by doing. And if you reward what they do, they will keep doing it. They are very, very clever. So when Alfie was a baby, every time he sat down, I would say, "Sit, good boy." So he knew very soon what sit meant. So as well as training him to sit, every time he sat, I rewarded him. Every time he lay down, every time he went to his bed, every time we were out on a walk and he turns around to look at me to check in with me. Good boy, okay? So we want to reinforce that doing good things is what we want, and we're going to always be rewarded for that. So you need to be the source of all joy, okay? So you are the best thing in the whole world, and your puppy should want to be doing whatever you want it to do, because puppy's going to love you. So I hope those general opening tips were useful. I'm going to go and do some more mini videos now on each individual topic that I think would be useful. If there's anything you'd like me to talk about, please do let us know, and I will try and do that for you. Until then, this is Vicky the Vet and Alfie the Awesome. On pause till next time.